You know, when I tell myself that I'm not going to buy books, I do believe myself. I don't know why I believe that I'm not going to buy any more books, but I always tend to believe myself until I end up buying more books. Hello internet, around here I go by Cat of Diamonds, and welcome to my FannishReviews. This is probably one of my last videos for the year. I don't know how many more I'll have time to make. It's like equal parts shaming myself and bragging about the books that I finally acquired. But alas, I am definitely not alone in this on BookTube, so let's just share the books now, shall we? I was lucky enough to go to Bastille at the end of the summer, and before then I traveled down into the city and found myself at the Tattered Cover bookstore in Aspen Grove, and I found something that I've been looking for ages. This is Lois Lane Fallout by Gwenda Bond, and this is a retelling of Lois Lane's life, like way more girl power-ish and less like Superman being the central character, and I have been wanting to read this for so long, as Superman was my first superhero. I might be way more into Marvel now than DC because MCU, but Lois Lane has always had a special place in my heart right next to Kal-El, and when this book was hauled in someone else's video, I was like, yes, that book, I need it, and I finally found it. Also, at the Tattered Cover, I decided to get Wrath of the Dawn, which is the book before The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh that I got as an ARC this summer, and even though they changed covers and they don't look the same on the bookshelf, which is like a book collector's neuroses situation, I got this one for free, so I figured I'd pay $10 for this one so I'd read them both eventually, seeing as I wasn't going to read this one before reading this one. So I just went ahead and purchased it. I also happened to get both of these during Banned Book Week, so I got a Stand Up for Your Right to Read bookmark and I Read Banned Book sticker, which are going to be safely kept in here while I decide what to do with the sticker and then use the bookmark to read. And then of course, the wonderful and dangerous Amazon.com gave me the chance to buy This Adventure Ends by Emma Mills. I have Emma's first book right there, the rainbowy one, First and Then. I really enjoyed it. I love her as a YouTuber and as a human, and so I wanted to support her by buying this book. And again, her books packaged so beautifully, like well done publishing house for just making books pretty. Also from an Amazon pre-order, I pre-ordered this bad boy totally because of Christine, Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. She reviewed this, I guess she got an arc of it. It had so much Shadowhunter lore to talk about that she made 2 videos about it. But the authors who supplied stories to this are Cassandra, Clare, Rees, Brennan, Maureen Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. I love the Shadowhunter universe. I think it's only gotten better. I have my gripes, of course, with the first series and the second series, but I was so excited by the first book, Lady Midnight, and then I just love these characters. Let's be real, like, I might have gripes with their arcs or the storylines, but I really do love this world, and so of course I was going to purchase this one. It might not stay in my library, but I needed it. Okay, so this next book, I read its first book. That makes so much sense, Kat. That's a great sentence. Let's just keep going. At the beginning of the year, and I loved it, and it's probably still my favorite book that I read this year. It is one that just blew my mind in its storytelling, and I had so much fun reading. And in conjunction with me purchasing this book, I actually went to Connecticut for Thanksgiving with my family, as my brother lives in New Haven. We took this trip primarily to spend Thanksgiving and my brother's birthday together as a family and take my grandma out there, and we got to see where he's been living at grad school. And of course, my big thing that I told them I wanted to do was see a very cool bookstore in New Haven, Connecticut, because Yale has got to have a cool bookstore, right? So I bought Gemina, the Illuminae Files 2 at Atticus Books, which is a wonderful bookstore cafe. Literally exactly that. It's super cute, quaint, and small, and this was on the shelf, and I knew I had to buy it because if you haven't seen my review of the first one, it'll be right there in the cards. Go watch it if you feel like it. Mostly just go buy it. Also buy the hardback covers because they're so beautiful, and I'm so thankful that this book is just like The first one, just showing things on my shelf. How do I do this? They both have the censored see-through jacket stuff, and I'm just so excited. They're beautiful, and I'm excited to go back to this universe and storytelling and seeing what happens. And you probably can't even hear me because I'm making so much noise with these books, so I'm just gonna move on. I got some monsters in this one. Jeez, it's actually really awkward and heavy to hold. Cool, great. So yeah, these are the books that hopefully, other than Christmas presents, are the last books that I will get this year. So many books, it's a little time, but also I really don't even have enough space to put these on my shelves. Links to all these books will be in the description, and if you've read anything, of course, put that in the comments below. If you're not subscribed and want to be, go for that. Cool, like, and all that call to action stuff, because, oh my god, I need to read. I just need to read. So until my next video, whichever video that ends up being, happy reading.